Hi everyone, this is CherryEnchantress. If you're watching in real time, Happy New Year! So I'm doing your January reading right now, first day of January. Hopefully you will find this just in time to help you with whatever decisions you need to make this month. I feel like today will be a pretty easy day of rest, but we are having a full moon on the 3rd, so hopefully watch this before the 3rd, because the 3rd could bring nice energies to get the ball started, get the ball rolling. All right, so we have 3 cards to choose from. Card 1 is the Serpent. Card 2 is the Milk Moon Witch. Card 3 is the Cinnamon Rolls. So take a deep breath in through your nose. Close your eyes, release your breath through your mouth. Now open your eyes and let them be drawn to the pile that's calling you. You can choose by number 1, 2, or 3. You can choose by the number on the card, or the words, or the pictures. You can choose by timestamp, however you like. But just let your heart be your guide. Let your soul decide for you. Just feel pulled to the pile that's calling you. Each one's going to have sort of a theme, and you'll learn about the theme pretty early on in the reading. So if it doesn't resonate, you can try another pile. So hope to see you there. I should note, this is pile number 1. And I should note that as I started this pile, what is these, some random things? Some horses were walking by. The horses, it's the year of the horse this year. So I just feel like horses are just gonna really be in my eyes a lot this year. And speaking of the year of, we just let go of the year of the snake, the serpent. So the first thing that we're gonna talk about is the general January message and what your theme is for this month. So here obviously you see the Serpent card. It is saying, slither through and out as you shed in the preparation for a new beginning. The words are reinvention, second chances, and growing pains. And so this has a lot to do with your creativity, and the fact that your creativity doesn't have an expiration date, and it's never late to welcome in new things into your life. And sometimes we can go through so many things, a very difficult year or a difficult time period, that we think that we've lost things that we can't get back. But this is shedding your skin and reinventing yourself entirely. And this Serpent card will make its way to you when a second chances upon you. So any opportunity you might have missed will be replaced with another. And forgiveness is an ally here. People will be forgiving to you, and you're forgiving to them. And as far as career is concerned, this is positive changes with seeking employment, and also like a physical makeover, like a glow up time. And it's kind of like dressing for success too, like really identifying yourself too through your physical appearance as well, like kind of creating that brand of who you are by how you dressed as well. And so those are some of the things that you can do. Like, it resonates with me because I recently talked about this, and maybe it was during the live, but I was saying, being more social, like physically social, out in the world social, instead of just social media social, had created a situation where I had to, buy clothes and things. And I, doing this channel created a world where I didn't have to put so much effort. Maybe I did, like in my nails and my face or whatever, but I could sit around in pajamas. But it's always helpful to, kind of give you a boost. When you work on the outside a little bit too, it helps boost the insides. It's sort of like the vision that you see, like the reflection you see in the mirror, will help you to convince your mind to help manifest more of that, you know. So it's a good manifesting technique here. There might be a bit of a difficult transition. There might be some uncomfort or discomfort to it. Similarly, when a snake sheds its skin, or when anything goes through a change period, there could be a discomfort, but I feel like overall it's going to be a positive thing. So I also have some of these Winter's Embrace for additional messages. We have progress, alchemy, outlook, and avenues. So it's giving me like, you know, places and ways to go about doing things. I feel like you're in work, you're having a lot opened up to you, like lots of possibilities, or any part of your life, but like the possibilities are opening up. There's roads you can take. And whatever road you take, you're going to make great progress in it. The alchemy here is just like finding the perfect blend of things, but a general positive outlook in January. Even if it might be a little slow going, I think the momentum starts to pick up after the full moon. So let's see what your personal power is. Believe it or not, the ice cream man just drove by, and it's singing that song, did you ever see a lassie go this way or that way? Or if you know it more, by when Barney took over the song, and the more we get together, the happier we'll be, you know. So whatever resonates with you, but it's a fun tune, and strangely a strange thing to be happening in winter, right? But so it is my world and my neighborhood. So your personal power cards is, I embrace change, okay? And I release what does not serve me. So these are really important messages that go along with the shedding of the skin. I definitely see, I see a lot of physical improvements with people too. Just appearances and maybe a skin treatment, some kind of good glow up. But I also feel like some of the things that bothered you in 2026 because of 2025, because of the snake energy, like the snake stuff will be, particularly the snake is shedding, you know. It's not just the skin is shedding, but the snake itself, the hold of the year, the negative hold that parts of the year might have had, are also being released in order to bring about the horses. So releasing the things that don't serve you, that's very important right now. And let's see what your cosmic message is. Your cosmic message is the earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down time in nature. If you haven't had a chance to go out in nature for whatever reason, weather or whatnot, it might be a good time to do that in the next few days, possibly, or use nature in a full moon ritual that could be helpful. Or one of the greatest rituals out there is like that wild, abandoned, screaming, yelling at the moon like a wolf, because this is the wolf moon coming up. And if you can go somewhere where there's no people and just yell at the top of your lungs, it could be a very powerful release. So I'm hearing that. Interestingly, you know, this is the time during winter where we don't get that, the vitamin D, that sunlight. So maybe it might be good to increase your vitamin D or find ways to get some sun. Definitely connecting with nature and the earth in general, and finding that rhythm. And try, at the very least, try to get away from fluorescent lights and artificial lighting. Pull back curtains and things like that if you can. Let in more natural light. Yeah. Take drives even, that could be helpful. And maybe some earthing if it's possible. If it's not too cold, lay your feet on the ground. I could still do that, by the way. It's a little cool, but I could still go out there and do like maybe 10 minutes of earthing and just put your feet on the ground and just let that energy go through you. So consciously connect to the earth, even if it's like drinking spring waters or finding, what, I've always wanted to do this when it's cold out, but like going to a hot springs or something like that can be very rejuvenating. And it's a perfect time right now, just right now, like early January, to do something kind of natural and off the beaten path like that. So that is kind of recommended. And just an activation saying is, I surrender to the pulse of the mother. May my heart beat in unison with her. So really feel that beat. Even if you're turning on channels of, like Tim Janison flying over the world, I still recommend the real world as opposed to, the screens, right? We're trying to get away from the screens, but if you can't do anything but stay indoors, then absorb your life with natural sounds and the beauty of the outdoors and visuals as well. I love to turn on cat TV for the cats, and there's like squirrels and birds and stuff flittering all about, and it really feels like bringing the outdoors in, which is kind of a nice thing to do. And I like to meditate too with Reiki healers who are outdoors. So there's a couple of them that I watch because, not just because, but it's nice that they're both outside, and I feel really connected to them because they're outdoors. All right, so let's get sort of a career energy check too. What else do we need to know? And we have victory. Victory is great. Victory means you're going to be achieving your goals. Whatever you have set on your mind, you're going to be making positive career choices and in the right direction. It is possible for January for you to be making some kind of change, and the change could be with an outer physical body change that connects to your career too. So let's just say you are getting a promotion in some corporate place, and then you decide, I'm going to dress the part, I'm going to buy some suits or whatever, I'm going to be a little bit more fashion forward and conservative and just really feel feel my role by the way I dress as well. So that way you feel even more connected to what you're doing, because it doesn't have to always be traditional. You can be the quirky one, like with the crazy hair and the braids and the beads and whatnot if you want to be. But I feel like this is going to be kind of addressing according to what you're doing. It kind of goes together. But otherwise, in any area of your life, you're having success and achievement. So this is like the laurel wreath, which represents to me recognition. And it's like the Six of Wands in tarot. It's the rival and everybody heralding and cheering for you. Yay, you did a great job, And so I think there could be some kind of, I just see a lot of people could be getting some kind of promotion and then having a party for it, or it could be even retiring one thing to do something else. Lots of stuff going on, depending on what phase you are in your life. But this is a sense of pride in your accomplishment in your work, and a lot of outer success, but deep inner change as well, and exerting a lot of effort to the things that you love to do and feeling happy about your accomplishments. And but knowing that there's still more to do, so you're just like open to victory, but also acknowledging you still have to keep working at it. So, and your affirmation is, I'm achieving great things within myself and in the world. I see myself as a success in many wonderful ways even now. So that's very nice. So let's get a let's real quick see what's next in love. In January. I keep wanting to say 2026, but in January. We're breaking it down now, month by month again. But I will be doing a love reading for the year too as well, coming up. Just a couple of decks I want to get, so we'll see. We'll see. Oh, okay. The twin flame fell out upright, and a few cards fell upside down. But a union could be at hand, a heart, body, mind, and soul. Now, there is another card in here that's more like the glimpse of it. So I feel like this is here because there's somebody out there that you're tied to, connected to. If you have met them or not, if you dreamt of them, and they're the 5D, if you know who they are, whoever this is a connection that feels fulfilling in every way. It's not just a sexual attraction. It's not just somebody you think is cool and you like to talk to them. This is somebody you feel really pulled to in every way, and they feel like you, and they feel like they complete you, and lots of things like that. It may feel a little weird and strange, and that could be part of one of the things, that changes that are happening in January. I'm curious about the other cards. Let's see what came out. All right. You are worthy. Your worth doesn't depend on the other person. This makes me think of, the other relationships you've been in. Maybe you had self-worth issues possibly, but now your worth is so high level, and you know that your worth doesn't depend on anybody else. It is you who choose your worth, and nobody can make you feel better or worse about yourself. If they can, then, let them go. But if they're there like to prop you up and to make they're not there to make you feel better. They're just to be a beautiful mirror to your amazing self. So. And let's see, we also have, okay, so this is like breaks down the 3 elements: the heart, mind, and body, and also and your soul too. There's a burning desire, flames of passion ignite. Good. And see, and the recognition, you got 2 twin flame cards. That's amazing. I'm thinking it's because, oh my goodness, like, can you at once recognize them this month and fulfill the union at the same time in the same month? Or maybe this is saying you will, but first you're going to have the recognition. The recognition has other names. I've heard it called the glimmer, where you meet somebody and nothing really happens, and then you meet them again. Or you meet somebody and you spend a little time with them, and then something happens and you can't be with them. And then sometimes it's not like a meeting in the physical. Sometimes it's dreams, sometimes it's vision, sometimes it's other ways of meeting, and then you can bring it into the physical. So I feel like this could be just a promise that this long-held dream of this person, soul in the 5D, is meant to be fulfilled. This is a dream that is meant to be fulfilled. It's hard to say, love is funny because it's a two-way street. So I never feel like I can predict love 100% or even 80%. But, and the timing, let's just say, timing is tricky, and everybody grows and evolves, and levels in different ways and different times, and sometimes things can shift and change for them, but it looks like at least you're going to get some kind of really positive, strong clues in January, who this is, what your mission is, where you're going with this person. And if you're listening and watching and you're already in a relationship, then I just feel like this part of your life is already victorious. Like, there's not really much needs to be tweaked I just feel like more of good things, you know. And the more you love yourself and more of you find yourself worthy, the more you're attracting worthy people, and people treating you with the worth that you deserve in all areas of your life. All right, I love that. Okay, that's a great message. So let's now get a little tarot. Okay. Ooh, you have the Ace of Winter Swords. A lot of clarity, truth, honesty coming out. You have the Initiate of Winter Cups and the 10 of Winter Cups. Very nice. So love life definitely feels very easy peasy and growing in a positive direction. Somebody is coming through with emotions and feelings and truth, the truth of how they feel. Also, there's a truth happening here in other areas of your life, like there's an honesty and a clarity, a clearing up of things, especially anything having to do with love and relationships. It's like with the Ace of Winter Swords, all misunderstandings get cleared up and a new beginning is here. And it's like the breakthrough, the aha moment. I just finished my Ace of Swords in Excalibur, and if you're interested in seeing it, go check out my Patreon page. You can join for free, just become a free member just to follow me there and see what kind of artwork I have there that I'm drawing for my tarot deck, you know, and make any kind of comments you want to. If you feel like it, I would really appreciate it. But yeah, it's I see the Ace of Winter Swords as kind of like this vulnerability. Interesting, we have a feminine here, and similar in my card there is the Lady of the Lake, and the femininity of that kind of exposed and open to the changes and to the clarity and to the aha moment feel very profound to me. It feels here like problems are going to find solutions. The pathway forward becomes clear and open suddenly. Your soul feels suddenly the clutter is dissipated and the light comes in. There's like a deep understanding and a new beginning. You know, once you get the idea, the spark, the aha moment, the clarity, then the work begins. Then you know what to do next. You know there's a next step and the beginning of something. And it's interesting too, I feel like with the full moon, it's kind of like the wrapping up of everything, loose ends, and that's on the 3rd. And so then when we get into the waning moon, going towards the new moon, I feel the new moon will really be launch time for your new ideas. So this could have something to do with speech or your words or writing or your ideas manifested in an invention or something like that. So yeah, with the Initiate of Winter Cups, I feel like it for a lot of you, it has something to do with love and or your feelings or emotions or other people connected to you feelings and emotions. I feel very positive. This little guy is like flying because the cup is enchanted. So I love that. I love the magicalness of this. And now currently I'm drawing the Ace of Cups, which is a fountain, and I see it as the fountain of youth, which has magical properties in it. And so so the magicalness of the initiate here is just kind of like abandoning any ideas and just purely following your heart. You can have great aha ideas, right? Yes, it's important. And then after that, you embark on a journey or a direction or whatever, and then you have to like go from the mind to the down to the heart chakra and just see where your heart takes you. And that's in all the areas, like in work too. You know, work should be something that you like to do. And even if your day job is a little bit more rigid, there could be like an after work kind of a hobby type thing that really helps you release and soar and follow your dream. But definitely feels love and raw, natural heart energy. And it's about being creative and expansive and expressive and discovering about yourself and others and artistry and anything having to do with all arts, culture, and new ideas dealing with arts and culture and knowledge and studies and growth in that way, because pages are about the student and the study and the learning. And it feels also like an evolution and like leveling up, an evolution of yourself. And your spirit is guiding you all the way. And this could also be a messenger, like somebody bringing you a message or sending you a love note or a love letter too, or manifesting a creative idea. So those two things coming hand in hand. So like you have an idea and somebody's bringing that manifested to you, like some kind of artistic idea. But this all is like really feeling warm and cozy and like a dream come true, because it feels like you've never felt before. You feel so happy. The 10 of Cups is the all-encompassing contentment. It really, feels like all areas of your heart or your heart. It's like if your heart had many, it's rounded, so it doesn't have points to it, but it feels like all edges and curves of your heart feel so like it's like beating, I'm just seeing a big heart in my, like a biological heart, and it's thumping and it's curved and it's flowing, and everything is flowing nicely. This card is so sweet too, because it's showing fireworks. So family is watching the fireworks, which you might have done just last night if you're watching in real time, or yesterday, but or a few days ago. But whenever you're watching this, you remember we just had a New Year's Eve situation, and I watch fireworks myself, and it's like that feeling of all is right in the world. There's almost nothing sweeter. I've experienced this, and there's almost nothing sweeter than watching fireworks and standing underneath the fireworks with the person that you love, right? Or like a romantic relationship, and holding and kissing them under the fireworks. That is like one of the sweetest visions and visuals I could possibly come up with. You see that a lot in fairy tales and romantic stories, and because it's like the kiss and the holding somebody feels like a firework inside your heart. So that's what I was kind of feeling, like that heart thumping so hard right there and feeling so warm and soft and good. So this is like having no cares in the world and building memories of love and deep connection. And it represents fulfillment in every sense of the word. It's comfort, purpose, commitment, completion, peace, a happy ending. This is the another happily ever after card. A long-term relationship, being with the ones that you love, not having any worries. So if, like I said, if you're already in a great relationship, this is definitely the part of your life that you have nothing to worry about. It's going to continue to go the way it has gone for the most part, with little positive steps along the way. But in the month of January, there's just this really feeling of contentment here. And they will definitely be a source of your support in the other areas of your life and work in other areas of your life. So this is just a lot of beautiful inner happiness and yes, and peace. All right. Very good. Very good. Okay, so now let's get some charms. Ooh. We have a marble here, and it's the blue marble, which represents, I'm going to try and remember, green is Earth, I think yellow I made Mercury, and blue is Venus. Okay, so love. We have one of the symbols that a lot of my viewers call the twin flame, because it's the two egg yolks within the same source. So it's like two souls in the same, come from the same source. Twin flames are soulmates, but in a different way than most soulmates. You know, they're souls, two souls that share like a house. And that's why they feel so familiar, because it's like the twin babies, you know. But it doesn't have to be, you know, like if you don't resonate with that term or those ideas or anything, it's okay too. I just feel like the eggs in this bowl just feel like two peas in a pod, you know, feel very comfortable together. And then we have beautiful and a high heel shoe stepping out. Oh, and that goes back to this dressing for success or whatever. Like, you know, it may be, some of you may be called to have to wear different shoes, you know. I mean, this happens, but like if you have to commute, like on the buses and things like that, you can wear your tennies on the bus and then put on your shoes for walking into the fancy buildings that you work in. I mean, it just depends how, you know, who you are out there and what you do. But I do see, and also not just that, like, if you're going out meeting people, you know, end of the week kind of dancing and listening to music and enjoying everything, then maybe putting some pretty shoes on is important, you know, just like the whole, like from head to toe kind of energy of feeling good about yourself and dressing the way you feel. Yeah, so show your beautiful self. And then we have Pisces here, that is intuitive, and we have the potion here. I feel like, oh, this could be some nice smelling perfume too. If you got some a particular fragrance for Christmas as a present or something, that could be very key, like a signature scent for yourself, and some signature shoes, like lucky shoes that you wear, that you always meet nice people when you wear these lucky shoes or whatever, something silly like that. But all of these kinds of, like the dressing for success rituals or the dressing to go out rituals, they all add to your self-worth and self-confidence when you are out and about. Now the bus also has a second meaning. Specifically for me, it represents an old job I used to have. So this could be you leaving an old job and moving into a new job for some of you. But the anchor represents stability and security. So there's that's both areas in your life, or all areas. Like I'd say health too. Like you have security and job security. You also have security in your commitments and your relationships as well. Okay, so I hope you like that. If you like that, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to comment below, and also check out the other channels. if you did like this, you know, that place where you comment, if you just swipe over, there's a thing called hype, and in that place you can hype the video and help get my video out there for more people to see, and help my channel in that way. That would be great, and that doesn't cost you anything. But if you do want to spend any money on me, you can add a little gift, or you can come to my lives, or you can order a reading from me, or you can buy any of my merchandise that I have for sale. All of that is highly appreciated, or become a member. And if you're already a member, thank you so much. I love you so much and I appreciate you so much. And all right, I'll see you at the next pile. Okay, and here is pile number 2 with the Milk Moon Witch. And so first thing we're going to check on is your general message for January and what your basic theme is going to be. I have Will in here with me right now for your reading. And so Milk Moon Witch is saying, watch as tides turn in your favor, weaving the waters within and conjuring unspoken desire. So the keywords are clarity, the tides are turning, and a victorious outcome. These are all like themes that came out in pile 1, so you might like to watch pile 1, you know, and that could be your extended reading. So the answer to your situation is about to become very clear, just as the night sky blooms with the moonlight on a full moon. And there's something about that what you asked that has been hidden, or some kind of ambiguity to it, and now the information's about to come out in January. And or if you didn't know there was any missing information, then you're going to find out that there was, and confirm your suspicions. And so it could be, you know, just clarifying a misconception that you had, and or leading to a very pleasant surprise. Like this is like a good outcome. This is like aha moment and a blessing in disguise, you know. So so it will reach an apex, and it could be reaching an apex pretty soon, because we're about to have a full moon, a full wolf moon in Cancer, which is all about home and inner security. And it's a good time for fulfilling goals or setting goals. I like to set goals during new moons, but I still think the full moon is a good time for doing particular rituals. This cat. Okay, and this is also a possible time for a financial windfall, or a victorious legal matter, or some kind of victory in a competition. So that's also exciting and positive. So let's see what else is part of the theme for the month. We have the Winter's Embrace cards. We have Embrace, Fertility, Memories, and News. All right, well, definitely some of you could be getting pregnant, or finding out why you might have not had as much luck getting pregnant, if you're one of those kinds of people that have been wanting to and just not knowing what's going on with me, why hasn't this been happening. So something could be explained, and it could have something to do with like family history or something like that, or some kind of memory spurs this along. But fertility does not have to do only with making babies. It can be like, you know, your fertile mind coming up with amazing new ideas and ways of doing things, and creations and creating things. The milk moon is all about that, creating stuff and getting some good news about that. Also, I'm feeling a little love vibe here too, and so it could be somebody that you may be connected with, that you have memories with. So I'm catching a little bit of a 6 of Cups kind of energy, like a nostalgia thing going on. But it doesn't have to be. It could be memories create this huge breakthrough. Like this could be a mental health thing too that happens, where You could be getting some great help in that regard, and that opens up new possibilities and avenues and aha moments in this feeling of, now I get it all, you know. So a lot of positivity coming up with that, with your fertile mind, and some great news coming through, and this beautiful abundant month. All right, let's see what your personal power is going to be in January. So we have I am celebrated. Nice. And I am supported. I feel like any idea that you have, any direction you want to go, everybody's like on your team, on your side. They're like, oh, that's awesome. Yes, let's do what she wants. You know, you're getting a lot of support, a lot of feedback, positive feedback, a lot of amplifying your ideas, a lot of putting your ideas to the forefront in every area of your life. It feels very, you know, Six of Wands, like achieving things and being recognized for them. I see promotions happening, but this is you like really getting in touch with your worth and knowing that you have the strength to do these things, and you have the intelligence, you have the qualifications, you know, and everybody supports that. Nobody is in doubt of that. You don't have to defend it. People are already automatically saying, yes, yeah, we know you're great. We love you. So there is a lot of support here. All right, so let's continue with that career theme. Actually, yeah, let's continue with the career theme. And so what else in career world is highlighted? Okay, so we got happy family. But this is so interesting because this could be like, you know, representing your home life and your work life. So if in your home life you're actually looking to expand your family, that is a big thumbs up. Yeah, it's happening. If you are looking to work with a great team that supports you and, you know, easy to work with, that's a big thumbs up too. So I feel like in career, you're finding a great group of people to work with, and you're working in a very harmonious way. Of course, there's going to be differences and occasional challenges, but I think everybody works together in a very intelligent way, in a way that's makes sense, and that is insightful and thorough and thoughtful and intelligent. There's going to be, I see those people out there that come from the heart and from the gut, and they have a lot of spunk and spice, and those kinds of people are necessary too, because without those kinds of people, some things that need light shed on them are hidden. So everybody plays their role. You know, you have the more empathetic people who are easygoing and go with the flow, but sometimes you need the sparky people to help shine a light on things. So I just feel like everybody working together really harmoniously in all areas of your life. And then back to this memory thing, in your mental health too. I think your health, you know, your personal health and your family's health is improving greatly, and the memories could bring back a lot of positivity. We often think of like diving deep into our childhood wounds as something that can be painful, but I think in this case it's going to be a relief. It's going to be a way to release the, you know, shame and blame and things like that. So I feel like you're going to feel really good about the things that come out this month in that way. And it'll bring everybody even closer together, and it'll be very healing, I think, as well. I don't know where all that's coming from, but that is what I'm hearing. So let's see what your cosmic message is. Lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before. Okay. So a feeling like a little bit of deja vu going on here, like you've been here, you've done this before. It could also be like answers. I should acknowledge the fact there's been a dog barking the whole time that we're doing this reading. And I don't know what that has any significance. I think they're barking at kids playing. So that could be significant. So Lost Lands is soul memories and gifts. Memories again and gifts. And the world is far more ancient than documented history suggests. You know, we have the lost city of Atlantis, and we have a lot of mysterious lineages and ancestry that we have not really tapped into or understood. The ancient eras of this planet are much more advanced than ours today. That's, you know, like the pyramids suggest. So Earth's timeline has a certain wisdom from the ancients that helps us survive. And this is about you connecting to your own wisdom and your own soul and making any kind of changes that you need to make. This could be a new step in your career path, a birth, a creation. So yeah, a lot of fertility energy here, but creativity and creations, bringing an idea to life. Like I like to claim piles as I'm going, and I'm feeling very resonant with this one, although I'm not interested in having many more babies, but I do create projects, and like I'm creating something right now that I feel like is going to be birthed this year. Not in January though, but it's getting quite close. And the first phase I may be birthing in January. So I'm so excited to share my new idea of my tarot deck. If you're interested, go check out my Patreon page, and you can become a member for free if you're interested, and you could support me that way. Just, shout out, send me little comments here and there. Could really boost my, my pride and my encouragement to keep going. So, but yeah, like you might have something like that, something that you're working on, that you're bringing out into the world, or just getting intuitive hits and ideas and feeling like that, being like you're being divinely guided. And the lost lands don't necessarily always represent the past. It could also be just another dimension, like they're still existing on a different dimension. And they also exist in our souls, people who have experienced them. And it's lands like Lemuria, Atlantis, and Avalon. They're all like parts of us if we've experienced them. That's why I feel like they could feel so familiar when we watch stories about them, or we see art, or we're creating our own art, and these images come out and we don't know why, but they could become from lost memories, and they're memories, and they're lost because we're just here, our current energy, our current beings, our current incarnations maybe can't hold so many memories. It might make us a little, I don't know, it may make us a little out there, a little too out there if we had many memories of our past lives. So, but I do think that a lot of us will get little glimpses, in dreams and in little recognitions of things, little aha moments. That's when these memories come through. So you could be getting stuff like that in January for some reason, but I think they help you with your creativity and your projects. So just surrender to that intelligence of your soul, and you'll be able to unlock those seeds to the ancient lands. You might want to, even just do some research or read a good book. My daughter let me read this really amazing book of a lost land, and it's just, the artwork in it is so incredible. In fact, I'm going to show you right now. So the book is Amaranth, and it is about Atlantis. The story is amazing, and it's so descriptive. It feels like the person that wrote this book was actually there because of all the artwork and these little drawings and things but there's a lot of drawings, a lot, like it's mostly a picture book with some words. It's really beautiful though. I highly recommend this book. It's so pretty. And so that's just an example of how you can tap into those worlds, and they can be inspiration for something that you're working on, some kind of project that you're working on. All right, let's shift gears a little and see what's next in your love life. And it's not shifting gears a lot. I feel like something, you know, I feel like a lot of already established couples here, but if those of you are single, something could be happening. So a bit of freedom, healthy space and room to breathe. And then we have time apart, a time of separation. So I think this month may be for some of you a month where you're just going to be on your own for a little while, unless you are, you know, in a relationship. And then if you're in a relationship, then you might, not in a sad way, but enjoy doing your own things sometimes, you know, like going out with the girls, going out with the boys, taking little solo trips, whatever. You might like to try those kinds of things, because that kind of freedom in a relationship really helps strengthen the relationship. For those of you who are single, you could be having a blind date sometime this month as well, or meeting somebody that way in a kind of more of a secretive way or elusive way. This could also be ways to discover more things about each other. So like when you first meet somebody, you're not going to know everything about that person unless it's like love at first sight, twin flame kind of stuff. And then suddenly, you know, those rare situations, you suddenly feel like you know this person. But most cases, it's a getting to know you. And there's going to be some things that you keep to yourself. I feel like if you're single and you're meeting somebody this month, you're going to keep a lot to yourself initially, but it's going to be okay. And then some of you out there, this is all over this place, some of you going to be rekindling an old flame, possibly. But this came out last night, and for that person, it represented a past life energy too. So that's also possible, and especially since it landed over here in the memories section with the Atlantis part, there could be an old flame of past life energy of a person coming through in January. Interesting. It could also be related to the disguise, like they may be physically different what you expected, and then you peel away the layers and you see into their soul and see I do know you, I do recognize you, or I have a memory of you, something so familiar about you. So that could be coming out for some of you. But if you're already in a connected relationship, then I just feel like that there's for the connected people, I feel like a lot of if you allow yourself some freedom in your relationship and you go do fun stuff with the guys, with the girls, solo trips, timeouts, whatever that you need to do, nothing, you know, like bad, no secret rendezvous with other females or males, but you know what I mean, but it's like your own time. Then when you come back together, it'll be like, oh, you know, feels nice. It feels like, oh, I feel like we haven't seen each other in a while. And that creates this kind of spark, this rekindles thing. Also, I'm getting, for a lot of people, I'm getting a lot of role play stuff, you know, like, have we met before? Oh, nice meeting you, you know, and trying to light that fire again through fun games like that for some of you. Maybe very few of you, but I still feel that's possible. Anyway, so that could be fun too. All right, let's get a tarot reading and see what else is happening. Almost all of them fell down. I find that the tarot reading sort of expands any particular area in this reading that may need more information. Like pile 1 kind of got more into the love life than I expected it to. But we'll see. We'll see what comes out. There's a super wolf moon on the 3rd. There's 13 full moons this year. And this one is in Cancer, bringing us closer to family and home matters. Oh man, family and home matters. So let's see what we need to talk more about. What area? Oh, we have the 4 of Winter Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, which is about savings. It can also be kind of possessiveness, or, you know, things that you keep, that's yours, you keep close to yourself. There could be like in this person, like, I feel like for some of the singles, we can make it a continuation of the singles out there. For some of the singles, there's a person that you might meet that keeps things close to themselves, you know, but they also feel a kind of attachment, like not attachment, but like that recognition of a soul, like, and so they feel like you belong to me, or we belong to each other somehow. It could be like that. Also, when it comes to finances, but let's see if this is mundane, because I feel like so much of your reading is cosmic and, you know, a little bit high level, that it doesn't feel as earthy, but we'll see. We have the Artisan of Winter Swords, okay? And we have this, okay, the 6 of Winter Swords. Some kind of amazing journey that's happening here. So the 4 of Winter Swords is a kind of like hoarding, you know, canned goods and things like that for a case of an emergency or rainy day or whatever. And it can sometimes seem like a lack mentality, but it also, like, plain savings is not a negative thing. It's just when it goes into a fear base, then that's when it turns a little bit negative. But also it's important. I feel like I feel a little bit of workaholic energy here, like putting a lot of value on work, which is good and fine, and being afraid to open up to love, maybe for some of you. And so this could be like holding onto your heart too hard for fear of opening up. But I do feel that you're going to have much more stability in your life, in finances, and in relationships this month, more than you realize. And you can afford to spend or invest as long as you do it in the proper way. And you can afford to open your heart and share yourself with somebody without the fear of losing yourself or the fear of being in hope and, you know, overly hopeful. I feel like this is about you trying not to lose control in areas of your life. But see, it's important to be open in areas of your life and responsible, but you know, the balance just needs to be slightly fine-tuned, I think. That's all. There could be stuff that comes out, like if you're seeking like a counseling or something this month, there could be stuff that comes out that explains that, and that could be part of the aha moment, like what are you doing to help create abundance in your life, or what are you doing that stifles these things, and that might be some explanation, you know, to you, like some of this, you know, attitude, your, you know, attitude with money, your attitude about love could be explained and be helpful. But also, your wealth is not your money, right? Your wealth is this amazing family that you have is your wealth. You know, the amazing people in your life, your creativity and your skills, that is highly valuable. And even if you're not getting a monetary highly monetary compensation for your skills. The joy that you bring into your life and others is, priceless, basically. So, just be a little more relaxed on how to, overly, don't put over amount of value on material things as much, and just be sure to keep in mind the relationships are kind of higher value here, and the people you connect with are higher value. And I'm seeing too that what was I seeing? I was seeing something. I was seeing that you're gonna be fine, though. There's good news coming out. You're actually probably going to be way more abundant than you realize. So interesting. The Artisan of Winter Souls, she has wolves here, and then the full moon is the wolf moon. So there could be some kind of relation. It could be some manifesting that you're doing during the wolf moon, where you have to go out to the country or someplace and howl at the moon or whatever, and then, as part of your ritual. Whatever the case may be, this is either you or somebody that is in your life that may be cool and calm on the outside, but inside's very loving and warm and charming, and also very passionate, and maybe has a wild side to them. Or these could be sides of you that are coming out. I feel like this feels not as much as money related as it is like guardedness, like holding your heart, being careful. And this is you or your higher self or people around you comforting you and showing you that, you can let loose and you can be everything that you want to be. And it's part of this big journey that you're on, the Six of Swords. But again, it's like marrying creativity and logic, like being able to balance the best of both worlds. And that could be something that you're learning in January. You could be this highly creative, imaginative person who is a starseed from another dimension, but having trouble, like really earthly, trying to make it in a physical, tangible sense. And this card is showing you that there's going to be guidance here to show you how to logically, like, be a business person as well as a creative mind. So be able to balance both. There is a strong possibility here for that. Yeah. And but early on in the reading, it just, look at all these ships that we have too. Early on in the reading, it just feels like you have a team that's supporting you. You have people who care and people who believe in you. So there's nothing to worry about. I feel like this person can go into doubt sometimes about their abilities, or they maybe keep closed off because they're afraid if they shine, then they'll be looked at a certain way. But no, nobody feels that way about you. I think everybody will actually be supportive even when you show your stuff a little bit. And so this journey is about testing things, trying things out, seeing what works, seeing what areas of your life can you stretch out a little bit. What can you do to what lessons can you learn from everything that you've been through? What's the little nuggets that will help you continue in a positive direction? And I feel like the lighthouse represents like spirit guiding you, spirit's showing you the way. And this is you continuing to make happy memories. Even through the difficult times, you're going to make happy memories. They're not all going to be negative memories. I understand too, it's like when you're dealing with family, sometimes they bring up the negative stuff and not always the positive stuff. But I assure you, the positive, happy memories are there too. They're there for everyone because that's the reason why you have such a close-knit group, because of all those good memories too, and because everybody's been so supportive and connected together. So it feels like this full moon in Cancer is going to be so strong in the family feels, but I think you're also going to launch into a really positive, abundant phase in your life. So just keep a big picture mindset. You know, everything is going in the right direction. And don't be afraid to transition into different areas or new areas in your life, because you are headed in the right direction. I just feel like, do I need one more love message? Maybe. Let's get something else. Maybe like end of January, moving into February. Is there going to be any shift in love? Because what do we have? You know, we have that separation and freedom. Really fun cards. But we have rekindle, which is fun. Anything else? Yeah, okay, this is good. Forever young. It's like letting go and being playful, and a song in your heart, and physical touch. There could be some hugs and smooches happening maybe, but that's again with the material. Like, material doesn't have to be just about money. It can be about the physical body too. So it's like making sure you keep proper boundaries, but not so much so that you're like you turn into the Eight of Swords, where you're like a cage around you too, you know. Like, savings is good. Saving yourself for a proper romance too is possible here as well. And saving the money for a rainy day, or saving the thing for a rainy day, or budgeting in certain ways. But I feel like you're going to be guided guided to do what you need to do. Okay, let's see what your charms have to say. All right, and then you got the green marble, which represents earth. So an earth connection. You have the school bus. For me, represents an old job that you're moving out of. Could be retiring, or just like shifting gears completely into another direction. Look at this. You got Lieutenant Destin Mateus. So there is a nice masculine possible in your life, or this could be you. And then we have the rooster, cocky, waking up early in the morning. We have the ironing things out. We have the picnic basket, which represents dates. And we have the clover, which means good luck. We have the butterfly, which is transformation, and the lighthouse. The lighthouse, which is this could be like long distance love, and maybe that's been an issue, like having things at a distance, but I feel like things will be coming closer to you. And then there is this feeling. This represents taste, Chinese word for taste. You have the wrench, which is fixing things. We have the cog, which represents the missing piece of how to make things work again. So it's just a whole like a repair kit happening here. Something is being repaired. And we have two roosters. And that's an emphasis on getting up early in the morning and starting your day early, and also having confidence and taking your confidence walks. I like to do a confidence walk, you know, where I'm basically like a supermodel walking down the street instead of just walking, you know. We've got 4. We have the harp, which represents music, and Virgo, which is practical. So just balancing the practical with imagination. And we have Big Bend, which represents divine timing. And it was so cool to see the fireworks in London right next to Big Bend. It was neat. And then we have the rope, the string is like this is a bond, a mysterious bond with somebody. I feel like you felt this a long time. If you're single, that you're going to be like feeling a tug on this bond. If you're not, if you're with somebody, it could be that you're connecting in a more secure way. You're feeling more secure. We have the lion, which is courage. We have the dragonfly, which is ancestors. We have blessed. We have another good luck clover. And it feels like, oh, we have sad on one side. Don't be sad. You'll be fine. You're going to get over the sadsies, I feel, because if you don't feel this in the early part of the month, later on in the month, there's some good luck coming in closer to February, which is the lucky clover month. And things are really going to shift and tides are going to turn. I think that's when you're going to start meeting people that start to resonate, that feel right, if you're single. I've been noticing that, like I've been watching readings and noticing that there's a single message and a connected message. And I realize there's a lot of you out there that are connected, happily connected. But for those of you who are not like me, who are seeking, there is a solution this month. There is a high, strong possibility of answers and of, that things being revealed and that milk moon energy. See, because the milk moon is coming from a place where you're not sure what's going on, exactly, feeling not completely aware of your true self, your purpose, and your goodness and your worth. But things are going to start working in your favor, and you'll move into a positive, nourishing period, and a possible windfall for you, or some kind of victorious legal thing is possible too, or some kind of win in a competition even. So even if it starts off a little uncertain, you can always lean back on this amazing support of the people around you, and then know that you also have strong possibilities of money windfalls as well, and love coming through, and dependable people. All right, so I hope you like that. Oh, I forgot to mention what the ring is. The ring represents a commitment, a masculine becoming committed, or a masculine deciding to let go of a commitment, but not with you. See what I'm saying? This is like if you happen to have like a three-way situation, this is the person letting go of like the karmic connection. So that's what I used to call this all the time, that releasing the karmic situation in order to be with you, or it could be, committing to you. All right, so I hope you like that. Thumbs up if you like that. Feel free to comment below. If you want, go ahead and hype, when the comment section, like scoot that over and like slide that over and then hit hype, and this will send it out to more people, and I really appreciate that. There's all kinds of ways you can support the channel, so take a look around however you want to. Would love it if you become a member, but that's okay if you can't be. I appreciate all my members out there. Y'all are so amazing. Thank you so very much. You can also get some readings from me if you're interested, and come out to my lives, and I'll see y'all around, or you can go to the next pile. See you there. And here is pile number 3 with cinnamon rolls, and this is going to be your general January message and theme with cinnamon rolls and a few other cards. This one is one of the best ones, the sweetest one. Seriously, literally. The keywords are love, self-love, comfort, and being content and peace. This says, warm my heart, all deserving comfort, readies my heart. And so the cinnamon rolls is a positive omen, and it's definitely even more so in love readings, even though we have a mix of things here. For your love life, this is a big, amazing commitment, or a declaration of love, or proposal. And your a contentment in your emotional world, and the feeling of being at peace and feeling joyful. And this is like your 10 of Cups card. It's like all is well in the world. Also having a lot of gratitude and abundance and support and blessings, and you sharing all your goodness. So like if you win some money, and we had like a windfall in pile 2, so you could be connected to pile 2. If you win some money, then this is you sharing your wealth too, and celebrating life with others, and helping people and that are in need, and repaying debts, or helping society, or giving back to like communities or whatever, whenever you do something well in your life. Well, that's really nice. All right, so let's see what your winters embrace. What else? We have Euphoria. Yes, I'll take one. Enchantment. Companionship. Yes. And synchronicities. Okay, I like this deck. I like this pile. So synchronicities, you know, it's like fireworks again, and it feels like, you know, New Year's is just like this launch of new you, new life, new excitement, enchantment, and possible love in your life. Definitely with the cinnamon rolls, it feels like love is coming through in your life. But also this sense of the world is a magical place, you know, like not giving into a feeling of pessimism, vroom, 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 but feeling like even despite the low points, staying hopeful and being optimistic. So that's really good. And then, so let's see what your personal power cards are. You have, I am lovable. Yes. This is my pile. And I am hopeful. Okay, yeah. I was just saying hopeful, and hopeful has been kind of a dirty word for me lately. Like I got so hopeful the last time something exciting happened, and I was like, why did I do that again? No. And I've been listening to readings saying, oh, you're so hopeful, and the hope's coming back, and you're so scared to be hopeful. So a little bit of pile 2 is that. It's kind of like fear of being hopeful. But this is you like opening your heart, saying, whatever, you know, I'm going to be hopeful. I can't be like, it's true. It's not true to myself not to be hopeful. I'm just going to be hopeful. And you having self-worth and knowing that you are lovable and you're hopeful and everything's going to turn out your way. So let's see what your cosmic message is for the month. A new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. So I think some really positive changes. And I think the reason why we're having positive changes is because you're part of the reason. Your energy, your existence is helping to level the Earth's energy. It is a rising up. This is also the feeling of don't give up, or don't give in to your bad, thoughts, or throw in the towel, like, I'll never find love again. No, or I'll never achieve this, or I'm, not going to make this, whatever. But yes, you will. Definitely January, the first month of 1 year, is not the time to give up. This is just the beginning, y'all. It's just the beginning. So you're closer than you think. And also, I know that times have been rough on our outer world, and it kind of brings us down to like, are we ever going to live in a nice world again? Is anything ever going to be good again? But yes, there is a new age coming, and it's not going to do any good for you to lose faith. So stay in faith. You are facing the right direction. You have a great gift of being able to see the potential of things before they exist. So tend to those seeds and dream them into existence. Don't lose faith. Keep your focus fixed. I feel like you have a big earth mission. Like you may have your own personal projects, in your own personal career and love paths too. But big picture, you also have a strong connection to what happens in the earth. And you planting your own seeds, or the good seeds that you do for yourself, is part of the evolution, you know. So trust and have a radical vision and have faith, and you will feel this global shift. Whether it's through prayer and meditation, or working on new projects or jobs or creation, or just keep going. It's happening. Don't give up. The world needs dreamers like you. The world needs people with hope in their hearts. The world needs you to keep pushing forward with a positive vision for us as a collective. So it's, you know, it's never going to be easy, but it is worth a vision worth holding. And it's almost here. So don't question yourself. Don't waver. Dig your devotion in deeper. For all you do, in the not too distant future, you'll start, I think in January, you're going to start to see some real signs of things shifting in a positive way globally. Okay. I know that sounds really weird, because, you know, most readings should be, or, you know, trying to be more personal. This is your life and what's happening, but your life is so connected to those souls out there in the universe. You know, you're very, you know, you could be starseed energy too, similar to pile 2. And this is you saying, you know, keep going, keep your vision strong, keep focusing on your dreams. But even if it's not has to do with a big global thing, this is about your personal life too. You know, you're right there, you're about to achieve something. Keep going. So keep holding that vision. It's almost to there. It's almost, you're reeling it in. You're about to manifest these things. And I feel like, you know, sometimes we think, well, if there's so many people involved, how can I manifest that? So this is a real interesting question. And I've listened to, you know, talks about this before. But if enough people in the collective turn to positive visions and to help elevate, then it's like we're all working together. But everybody's does their part in different ways. It's not like it's all on you, and it's not like you have to be a huge activist or anything, although that's great if you want to be. But it is just you being a high level person. You know, your existence, your high level existence makes a difference. Okay, so enough of that. Your career. Spirit gave us 2 cards for you. So we have Cornucopia and First Chakra Archangel Michael for career situations. So this is a really nice cards, because this is saying an abundance in your life, in all areas of your life, and a feeling of stability and security. Your first chakra is the root chakra, and this place where you know, you want to feel safe. And if you don't feel safe, then it's hard to balance the rest of the chakras if your root chakra is feeling off balance, if you're not feeling secure and safe in your life, in your home, in your finances or whatever, in your life path, in your career. And this is, in January, things are really looking up for you. You're about to get a nice amount of money, I think, and blessings. You know, not all blessings show up as money, but it can be for sure. They're gifts from the universe, and generally these gifts will show up as financial riches, job fulfillment, romantic love, and all of the above. And you've done important work, and it's paying off. Like, you're really, like, your brownie points have totally added up. It's like check, check, check. You know, you're cashing in now on your karmic rewards, and it's just starting in January. It's really about to start. It's again about the seeds. The seeds you planted. We talked about seeds already. And here again, the seeds that you're planting. You could be literally planting something that could be helpful to seeing how something can grow from a seed. Can also be a good visual and a way to manifest things. But yeah, the seed that you planted is really, you're about to harvest something. Get ready. A great feast of abundant value is being prepared for you now, and Spirit is applauding all your effort. Spirit saying, way to go. Wishes fulfilled. This is the wishes fulfilled card. And your affirmation is, the universe is abundant. All that I desire comes to me in just the right time and way. I am blessed. There you go. The end. Done with the reading. No, I'm kidding. All right. So let's see what's happening in love, in your love life. Oh my gosh. This reading is again long. I don't know if I'm gonna have to find some space in my phone again. Maybe not. Okay, I'm not gonna take that one. That one fell in my lap. Let's get a good one. What's happening in love for January? Ooh, maybe going ice skating. Love language, acts of service. Actions speak louder than words. This is like a nice dude carrying your skates for you. This is a nice dude also, like if you're getting wobbly on your knees, holding you up so you don't fall and slip on the ice. This is just like a nice person. So lots of nice people showing kindness. But in love life, nice people. And look at this. Okay, so you got soulmate and proposal. Proposal, your romance is about to evolve and level up. So those of you who that resonate with this, if you're connected to someone, this could be the month that you get proposed to. If you're wherever you are in your love life, this could be a level up of some sort. The whole reading feels like leveling up, right? But it could be like meeting someone if you're single. It could be if you're already, or if you're crushing on somebody talking to you. It could be dating somebody. It could be wherever you are in your love life, you know, like that next step. But for a lot of you, it is the proposal. It is a ring. It is getting down on one knee. It could be real traditional like that. You also have the soulmate card. So this is not just any old person. This is not an unrequited situation that you're not interested in. This is your two souls really matching. You have found your romantic counterpart. This is your counterpart. I like those kind of terms a little bit better these days than twin flame ones. Although twin flame is nice, it's just finding a counterpart feels good because it's like to get better together and you're moving. I know twin flames are supposed to be like that too, but I find the twin flame relationship is usually a situationship, and it's not quite as 3D and day to day, but this feels more 3D day to day. So very nice. So let's look into the tarot and see what else we need to talk about. It could be more about love life that comes out, or any other area of your life that Spirit wants to give us more information on. Oh, we have the 8 of Winter Cups. 8 of Cups. Okay, it could be, I feel like this just happened, like December. Feels very much like shedding the skin of the snake year, or letting go of something and heading in a positive direction. Ooh, see? You're leaving one situation and going into a really amazing love situation. And I am currently drawing the Ace of Winter Cups, or not Winter Cups, I'm drawing the Ace of Cups. for my new tarot deck, if you're interested, go check out my Patreon page and become a member for free. And I would just love it if you followed me there. And I love the fact that every single pile had one of the aces in it, because that's what I'm working on right now. And the aces to me represent the beginnings and the new. And I just had a vision of what they would look like, and I immediately went to drawing them, and they're coming out so fast, you know, just similar to the 4 Knights came out so fast, because I had the idea of what I wanted them to look like, and there they were. Like, I manifested them pretty fast. And I love that about this deck that I'm creating. It just feels like I'm manifesting it pretty easily, because it's almost like it's meant to be. I think it is. So your support would mean a lot to me. You know, like you can be a Patreon for $1 if you want to every month, a subscription, and you can do it for 1 month and then become a free member, or whatever you want to or don't want to. I understand, but it would mean a lot to me if you supported me over there. It's really nice. So let's get another card. And that will be in the description box, that link to the Patreon page. Ooh, I got this one. Wow, okay, I'm going to take both of those. The Chariot and the Empress. Okay. There's these neighborhood kids that have been here since, since New Year's Eve. They scream like they're about, dying. I don't know. I've never heard kids scream. I mean, I usually hear kids scream. Like, why do kids, when they play, they scream like they're about to die or something? I don't know. It's funny. It's real funny. All right. So the 8 of Winter Cups shows this lady on a long journey, and she didn't really want to leave, but it's almost like she's being honorable and choosing the right way to go, the right direction. And I think because she knows deep down inside there's something better for her. And it was a hard decision. Instead of trying to fight for what wasn't meant to be, she's decided to go in a direction that seems better for her. And it's like a cut your losses and go ahead. You just know, like deep in your heart, you deserve better. There's this fulfillment coming. There's this promise of the cornucopia card. You feel that promise inside you. You feel the hope and the promise, the hope. Where did hope came out to, right? And, oh yeah, see the hope. I'm hopeful. And it's fine. It's fine, because this better situation is coming towards you. Or I don't know how fast it's moving, but you feel it. You just feel it there. She's so happy. This lady is this is like your higher self or your future self. And it could, man or woman, male or female, doesn't matter. It's like, this is your future self. And there's an angel watching over her. So this angel is also part of the team that's helping you manifest this into your life. She doesn't know the angel's there, but she can feel her heart thawing every day, like getting closer to this fulfillment. And it's an emotional journey. And also we have a full moon in Cancer on the 3rd. Wherever you're watching this, if you're watching this after the 3rd, that's okay. It's like, that launches you into this emotional journey situation. So there's a healing of the heart, a window of opportunity to fall in love. There's embracing all forms of love and all things that touch your heart, and following your heart in all areas of your life. And new beginnings. And a resounding yes to a question that you might be thinking. And it's a happy card, and it's joy, and it's also practicality. And it could be, for some of you, it could have something to do with pregnancy or conception or a new relationship or a new creative adventure or a new idea. So very positive with the Winter Chariot even more positive, like leaping into new heights, new directions. The Chariot represents Cancer. So this could be really connected to that Cancer full moon, and it represents triumph and victory. So a lot like the cornucopia card. There's this a little bit of feeling, like a little bit of tugging inside you, that when this person comes in, and they could be coming in January, of the heart and the mind, you know, like, oh, do I open up fully? Do I really trust? Do I really have hope? I mean, this card said have faith about 10 times, you know, like open up and have faith. And, you know, you have guidance here. You have people, you have spirits helping you in these connections. So stay in confidence, stay in the light, stay in your positive energy. There certainly are challenges, but I think you've faced most of the challenges already. This is your reward time. Clarity's coming through. Your dreams are about to be opened up. I was listening to a reading, and she was saying, your heart's cracking open. I'm like, oh no, not a heart cracking open. But it's like a good thing. It's you know, leading the way to the right direction. The great thing about the Chariot card is that you're going to make the right choices, and you're going to go the right direction. And the Winter Empress is like amazing, because this is compassion and warmth and understanding, and opening your mind to the possibility. And it's like you are the choice. You're the chosen one. Like in the love relationship, somebody's choosing you. You are the counterpart. Yes, the counterpart. You are the divine feminine and the counterpart in this. And the soulmate is undeniable. The soulmate is choosing you because they can't do anything but choose you, because you're their counterpart. There's no arguing this situation. It just is, you know. And so that surety, that all of these cards are resonating. That root chakra energy, that feeling of safety in the relationship, is what is really coming out. So if this is a connection that, like if you're already connected with somebody in a romantic sense, then this is a month of just simply feeling even more grounded and rooted in your connection, and you leveling up, like getting proposed to possibly. But for singles, it could be like meeting somebody and falling in love and being a little bit worried about your heart and not sure to open up, and this feeling of surety and security coming over you, like you've never felt it before. Like in other months, or other times, you didn't feel secure in other times. Like you felt uncertain and you held back. Pile 2 shows a little bit of how that would used to feel for you, and maybe you're connected to that pile somehow, or maybe that's the past energy, or not, or maybe it's it could be an extended reading, but like a pre-reading, you know what I mean? But this is your future. This is the future of that. This is further along. So some of you are progressing further along in this month of January, and I feel like you're getting to those places a lot faster and sooner. It's a matter of letting your heart be cracked open, and being brave, but mostly it's not as much bravery, but it's more of faith. It's like fully having faith in God's love for you, you know, and what you, and your love for yourself and your worth, you know. So beautiful synchronicities coming in, this euphoric feeling, a companion. I feel like all of those things are very positive, and your work situation too feels very strong and rooted and stable this month as well. All right, let's see what your charms have to say. I thought I was holding onto a ring. Oh no. But almost. Alright, so the hanger represents getting some nice new things for yourself to wear. You have the key to each other's heart. You also have the key to transformation. You have dreams coming in. You have you're with somebody, with dreams, with somebody, believe. And you have the Lady of Guadalupe and the letter U. Oh, look at that. And you have a book. Some of this is like going to be revealed in secret. Some of you might be writing a book, that, or somebody may be creating written words, or, you know, it's interesting. Not, maybe you'll relate to this, but so this could also be a purchase that you make, but in the category, when you go, like, say, to Amazon to get a tarot deck, the category is under books or games, you know, it's under books. So it's like hardcover or whatever. So like a way of selling it or branding it, I don't know why that's come out, but that could be like important. But also the book makes me think of the High Priestess and knowledge, and it makes me think of all the pages, and it makes me also think of the book in the Lenormand, which represents secrets and a secret knowledge, and something that you may have to keep to yourself until it's ready to be revealed. Interesting. And then we have the wine cellar. You have abundance. You have plenty. Oh, and the monkey. You guys, I love the monkey. The monkey is kind of rare. I think I only have one monkey in here. And the year of the monkey is when I was born. So, and this is a very lucky monkey. And I'm in Texas, so yeah, this has gotta be my reading. So Texas, theater under the stars, it could have something to do with the theater and stars, or the letters TUTS, or anything having to do with Texas, or not necessarily, but Theater Under Stars happens to be a group that my dad belonged to when he traveled the United States, singing and doing his work. So it could be having something to do similarly or not, but so it could be destinations, it could be travel. And then we have the little fairy on the moon. That kind of makes me think of messages in your dreams, and yeah, little signs and synchronicities from the universe in different moments, and angel protection. And we have Sven, the stubborn moose. Stubbornness can be sometimes not the best trait, but I feel like being fixed in certain areas of your life can be very helpful. You know, putting your foot down and saying, nope, I'm firmly, especially when it comes to boundaries. So, you know, maybe this is you like really being good about staying fixed in certain positive areas of your life. And then we have, you know, really, and taking care of yourself, and self-worth and self-care, and we have leisure. So be sure to get plenty of rest and enjoy fun time too, and little vacations and things, and time just for yourself. All right, so I hope you like that. Thumbs up if you like that. Feel free to comment below. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and welcome if you're new. And if you are not new, thank you so much for being here. Thank you to my members too. If anybody wants to become a member, please join. I would just love to have you as a sparkle of light. Also, if you'd like to hype this, you could go down in that comment section and then flip over, and there's like a hype thing that you can do. That would be great. Appreciate it. By the way, the like button is super easy too. You hit that and you get like a little confetti. I don't know if you guys get a little confetti party, but I always do. I like hitting the like button, the thumbs up. So appreciate you guys being here and all of your support. And let me know what other kind of videos you want. I've been going live, and I should go live again on Friday, and what is today? Thursday? Tomorrow, I guess. Oh my gosh, days fly by so fast. And also, I'm going to be doing a love reading pretty soon for 2026. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see y'all around. Thanks again. Faith, trust, and pixie dust.